As a woman, I feel deeply insulted. Having Sydney Sweeney represent our female community is nothing short of a slap in the face. Brittney Griner. Give me a moment. Can't believe we're still on this, but I do want to say that if Sydney Sweeney was black, I don't think anyone would care. I don't think that Brittney Griner would care. And also, hasn't done anything for the female community. You know, here's my thing. What is Brittney Griner?
Even though the shaky video was only a few seconds long, the internet was able to transform it into a courtroom. Before the last buzzer even ceased to sound, there was a detective agency and a comedy club. Everyone started lip-reading all of a sudden. Knowledgeable, the basketball nearly faded into the background as each replay revealed a fresh theory: what actually transpired between Caitlin Clark and Brittney Griner, and why was the WNBA conversation totally taken over by one viral moment?
BG, right now you have 10 points, 5 rebounds. We see the Atlanta Dream as being very... Right now she's talking to the refs about holding. We're going to send it back to you guys.
Very important question.
No one anticipated that a normal WNBA foul would spark days of disputes that went well beyond basketball. However, it is precisely what took place. One violent collision, one angry outburst, and a few fuzzy video moments were sufficient to turn a typical regular season moment into the newest online craze.
I seen your tweet, but I ain't never seen an off night like with BG. That's
I told y'all.
Might spin on that.
Hell no. I told y'all.
That's your choice, brother.
Hell
Leave your
no.
truth. What?
Now, when I told y'all last year that she might have an off night, she don't always want to be a nigga. She dropped it.
BG, who is
dropped
that?
it down. Brittney Griner did a split. Motherfucker, room touch, nigga. From that 520 out of that one, nigga. In the locker room. Look back at it.
In a matter of hours, basketball enthusiasts had stopped discussing coaching choices and dissecting defensive rotations. Instead, lip-reading specialists suddenly emerged, timelines filled with slowed-down recordings. And millions of people thought they had discovered a secret that the league purportedly wished to keep under wraps.
I look like a man and even question my gender. Let me tell you the truth. I am Brittney Griner. The controversy surrounding my appearance has never stopped. Some say I am a man. Others make jokes about my voice and physique. I am used to it. First, I don't care what you think of me. At the 2013 WNBA rookie training, I didn't attend a makeup class. I said, I don't need these things. I don't wear makeup. I don't wear skirts. And I don't cater to anyone's expectations of my appearance. Nike approached me to model menswear, and I accepted because that is the real me. Malicious comments only make me more determined.
That is the peculiar truth of contemporary sports. The most prominent headlines don't always have anything to do with the ultimate score. Before anyone has a chance to confirm, a single viral video can go viral worldwide. What truly transpired, and when social media starts to fill in the gaps, distinguishing reality from fantasy becomes nearly impossible.
I'm gonna say it. I don't care what y'all think. I do not like Brittney Griner at all. I think she is toxic masculinity to the max, bruh. Like, what? You was back in this white in Russia. They ain't teach you nothing, huh? You was in jail in Russia, and you have the audacity to curse out the refs still, to call the comment she made about Caitlin Clark whooping her ass. Like, I don't get it. I don't get her dilemma. I don't get her deal.
The controversy between Brittney Griner and Caitlin Clark served as yet another illustration of how basketball has the potential to grow into much more than just a game. The event started during a heated matchup where feelings were already running hot. Caitlin Clark has continued to get the significant attention that has followed her ever since she joined the WNBA. Brittney Griner, however, contributed the physical style and energy that have shaped her career for over 10 years. When interaction took place during one, Griner was shown on tape being clearly irritated as referees blew the whistle. The subsequent events lasted only seconds, but those brief moments became the focal point of an internet maelstrom that totally eclipsed the actual game. As soon as the video appeared on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and X, users started attempting to ascertain Griner's exact words, claiming to be able to read her. Thousands of users slowed down the video picture by frame lips with total assurance. Indeed, it appeared to promote even more conjecture. Each posting produced thousands of further remarks. Numerous reactions were sparked by each reaction video. Additionally, each new theory drew a crowd ready to think they had found something that everyone else had overlooked.
At this when I was here, boy, we would have blew the roof off this thing, but...
What? What the Bro! thought bro name was Brittney. Brittney Griner. Oh, nah, bro. I don't know what this is, bro. I don't know who this is. This nigga was talented. This nigga was a hooper.
But at national championship up there at Denver, that's what's standing out to me, 40-0 right now.
The basketball itself progressively vanished under a deluge of investigative work done online. A large portion of the focus was on the assertion that Griner had shouted, "I'm an adult." That interpretation rapidly went viral on social media. However, there has never been concrete proof that those remarks were said. Nevertheless, before any reliable reporting could catch on, the word spread so quickly that many people took it for granted. Up.it served as yet another lesson that viral content frequently spreads much more quickly than factual information. The speed at which rumors spread reveals as much about modern digital society as it does about athletics. Contemporary audiences demand prompt responses and are no longer willing to wait for formal explanations. If those solutions aren't available, the internet has the amazing capacity to create them. Few rookies in any sport have ever managed to change the WNBA as Caitlin Clark has. Every time Indiana travels to a rival facility, attendance has increased significantly, the number of people watching television has increased. Games that previously had trouble gaining national exposure are now selling at astounding rates, as is merchandise. Now get a lot of attention from sports media.
Beyond that, I would argue that a 6'9" female basketball player who does everything in her power to look like a man, probably not a solid representative of the female community either. Once more, I think it all boils down to Sydney Sweeney's not black, and then that's the actual problem. So stupid.
Every veteran player's environment is inherently altered by that degree of popularity. The noise level in arenas has increased. About a year prior, every interaction is recorded via cameras, every argument makes headlines. Players who competed for years without much attention now find themselves performing under unparalleled scrutiny, and millions of people quickly analyze every emotional response. Of spectators, strong public attention is nothing new to Griner. She has continuously been one throughout her career. Of the most well-known players in the league, her exceptional stature, commanding defensive presence, and distinct skill set have made. She is one of the key players in women's basketball. Her imprisonment in Russia and subsequent return to the United States also put her at the heart of one of international sport's most talked about stories. Few athletes are aware of public pressure more effectively than she does. In the meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is the most recent athlete to encounter typical burden of practically overnight league transformation. Each fully booked arena serves to reaffirm the notion that she has brought women's basketball to millions of new viewers. Additionally, that focus results in inevitable tension because, even in a league full of players, additional coverage frequently focuses disproportionately on one person. Exceptional talent.
Is playing a game, and this is what Brittney Griner calls. I was not going to comment on any of this stuff until this took place. Watch what she says. The entire internet has reacted to this. Here's Brittney Griner. They're playing against the Indiana Fever, and look what she's saying. Go ahead, Rob.
For the ticky-tack fouls that we were talking about earlier today.
She says, this is from Brittney. Every time we play her, there's this commotion, like this loud rumbling from the stands. Turns out it's people, thousands of them, just sitting there, watching on purpose. It's very disruptive. It's called the freaking game that they pay you money to play.
Many devoted WNBA fans have maintained that well-known players should receive this much attention. Years prior to Clark's arrival, others contend that Clark's exceptional fame has only sped up development, which is advantageous to all. Discussions about the league are nevertheless influenced by both viewpoints, especially when they are contentious. There are instances between Clark and more seasoned players. This broader context clarifies why the viral foul caused such exceptional interest. It was never just about one play. Fans had completely different perspectives on the occurrence. Based on their pre-existing opinions regarding Griner, Clark, the media, and the WNBA, the video turned into a blank canvas. This could be used to project any current annoyance, allegiance, or viewpoint. Public pundits joined right away. The conversation, the argument brought to light yet another intriguing facet of contemporary sports culture. These days, every viral event creates two entirely different competitions. One occurs on the court between athletes, the other takes place amid conflicting stories on the internet. Occasionally, the second competition turns into fans hardly recall who won the game since it was so overwhelming. Athletes in the professional ranks have always handled harsh surroundings. Roaring crowds have always been seen as a necessary element of the work, from the NBA to the NFL. Supporters at home try to divert opponents.
Nigga, Brittney Griner.
Brittney Griner did the split.
Yes, bro, with no effort.
Brittney Griner.
I didn't expect you to know how to sit on the
nigga.
wood. That's
He did the
crazy.
splits. And look back at it for sure.
Yeah.
Ugh.
No, it wasn't tight. I was more amazed that she was that acrobatic. But damn, boy.
A lot of violations in this entire statement.
The challenge of silencing thousands of spectators with exceptional performances is welcomed by visiting players. Since noise is often seen as a sign of achievement, it is rarely seen as an issue. Areas that are empty never intimidate anybody. Because of this fact, the WNBA environment now is very different from what it was just a few seasons ago. Nowadays, crowded arenas produce energy that players themselves have long yearned to feel while adjusting to that setting. It certainly needs to be adjusted, but it also shows how popular and profitable the league is becoming. Power.as interest grew. Several experts advised being cautious about the deluge of online conjecture. Sports reporters have frequently pointed out that viral lip reading is infamously inaccurate, especially when audio is not accessible and camera angles are not precise. Additionally, the program demonstrated how, instead of only watching stories, modern sports fans are increasingly taking part in them, with each posting. Reaction videos, memes, and comments all add to a growing dialogue that influences public opinion. Long before formal reporting is finished, newspapers establish the prevailing story. Millions of smartphones today collectively have a real-time impact on that process. Despite everything, for the most part, Clark continued to concentrate on basketball.